Aloha everybody, how are you? Kaiwaza with you. Welcome back to my channel, and it's time for a slightly overdue candle empties video for the month of September. So these are the candles that my pretty random app selected for me to burn in the month of September, and also some wax melts that I used. So it's October now, and I have to say I have a couple of horror stories from September's candles to tell you, but let's get started, shall we? First off, a candle that didn't give me any trouble, colonial candle, Tibetan Sandalwood. This is a lovely brown color. I got this at Ross, I believe. Yeah, for $4.99. So they don't put set notes, colonial candle on the label, but it's a very definitely teak wood. kind of like a little bit of like an amberish kind of note. There's a warmth to it. It's really a nice scent. And I could smell it. I mean, this is a smaller candle. It's not their large one, but it is 2-wick. Did I foil this one? I think I had to foil it. Yeah, I did have to, even though it's a small one, I did have to foil it to get it to pool out. But the scent, it's really nice, complex, and not super strong, but like I could smell it. It was present, like maybe a 5 or a 4. You know, it was there. It wasn't strong, but very nice scent. Now, while I was burning that one, I was sort of alternating that, or going back and forth between the rooms, with this one, DW Home Richly Scented Candle, supposedly, in the scent Warm Tobacco Pipe. This is a really big, heavy candle. Not so heavy now because it's empty, but this was $12 on a clearance at TJ Maxx. Beautiful scent. I love the scent on this. It is just a smoky, definitely smoke, you know, like when you're smoking a pipe or whatever, pipe smoke, tobacco. Yeah, but it's not at all astringent. It's not at all like something that has like a bite to it. It's a very mellow scent. Maybe there's a little amber also in this. I don't know. This is a nice scent. Black wax, which is cool. Okay, horror story. Like it was very soft wax, very soft. The wicks on this thing, oh my gosh, I don't know what the problem was. Like, I would light it, it would pool out, and it would pretty much extinguish itself. The wicks were kind of puny, and they would kind of just go out after a while. A couple of times, so you couldn't get the flames to stay large, because they would be large for a little bit while it was pooling out, and then they would, because the wax was not evaporating or whatever, and the wicks were just burning out, and the flames get tiny, and then you're kind of screwed. Like, you're not going to really get scent, and you're not really going to go through it if it's not, you know, evaporating or whatever. So I burnt it a few nights like that. I think 3 nights dealing with that. Poured out wax a couple of times and put the excess in the warmer, and it would just do it again. Like, it would, you'd take a little wax out. So I did that for like 3 days, I think. And then I said, okay, I'm done with this one. I'm just gonna scoop it out and put it in the warmer, because it is very, very soft wax. So it was very easy to take a spoon and just spoon it out. So I spooned out about half of the wax, you know, gradual over the course of the next several days, and just, you know, used it in the electric warmer, and you could smell it, and it was a lovely scent, probably a 6 maybe. It was definitely present. And then when I was about this far down, I thought, well, let me just try it again and see, out of curiosity, you know. So I took some more wax out and left the wicks kind of big. I lit it, and then from there on, it worked beautifully. It was fine. It pooled out, and the flames were a decent height, and I went through the rest of the candle without any problem. But it was like a dud when it was like this full, and I just could not get it to go down, you know. So I don't know that I would get this one again. Yeah, I don't know. It was a nice scent, but there's so many issues. So then when I don't want issues, what happens? I have another issue. So the next set of candles I had were sort of the battle of the sugar cookies. I had a Village Drew on the pretty random app. Drew two similar scents: Village Candle Sugar Cookie and Yankee Candle Christmas Cookie, which was in a black label apothecary jar. Now, on cold, I had commented, sniffing between them, that they're the same kind of a scent. I mean, they're basically like a sugar cookie scent. But this Village Candle one, which does say rich butter, says creamy vanilla, rich butter, sugar crystals. That this one was much more buttery, and more buttery than I think of a sugar cookie. I don't know. And that actually looks more like a butter cookie than a sugar cookie, right? I mean, I don't know if you are into the difference or whatever to me, but like sugar cookies are shortening based. Any place I've ever worked that had them. You know, butter cookies have a lot of butter in them, and sugar cookies don't have any. I don't know, or very little, or none, or whatever, but that's just what I've experienced. So this one, a Village Candle, great burn, great performance. You can see, very clean. This was on sale at TJ Maxx for $5. What a deal. Burnt all the way down, no problems. And it's a lovely scent. It is buttery. You definitely smell the buttery when it's burning. You smell the butter as well. So yeah, I liked it. It was nice. I prefer a regular sugar cookie scent without the butter personally, but this was very nice, and it was pretty strong. It was about a 7. I mean, you know, it was present everywhere that I was burning it, so quite happy with this one. And then, you know, we were curious to compare them because the next one was a Yankee Candle House Warmer Jar Christmas Cookie. Now this one smelled more like traditional Christmas cookie scent to me, just that vanilla with a bakery scent, a very sugary scent, no butter. So this one smelled lovely on scent. Now you can see, there's like lots of wax here. What happened? Oh my gosh. Okay, most frustrating candle in a long time. I would light it. It would burn forever. It would burn all night, like all evening long, for hours and hours, and it would not be pulled out. And it didn't matter whether I, used the lids on it that help it pull out. It didn't matter if I foiled it. It didn't matter what I did. This stupid thing would not pool out. It is a one wick, but it would not pool out. And I got so frustrated with it after several days that, again, I'm like, I just dealt with the stupid warm tobacco thing. Like, I am not going to deal with this cookie, this candle. I'm not going to deal with it. So I just took a knife and I cut, and this is hard wax, paraffin wax. I chopped out the sides of it quite a ways down, so it was sort of like a volcano shaped, on the inside, and the wick was in the air, and it was sort of like a mountain or a volcano on all sides. I just chopped it all the way around. I thought, okay, well, maybe it'll just, burn and melt, and it'll kind of all be pooled out at that point, and it should be okay going forward. No. It pooled out the one evening, and it was fine. Then when I blew it out and I lit it the next evening, same old started happening. It just would not pool out no matter what I did. So as you can see, I got this far and I'm like, Christmas cookie, honey, sweetheart, you're going on the electric warmer. I know it's going to take forever to warm you up, but I'm not even going to chop you up. Like, I'm not dealing with this. You just sit on the warmer and you can sit there all day. So that's what I did. I just put it on the warmer and it was, I'd turn it on like in the morning if I was going to be around most of the day or whatever, or turn it on in the afternoon, and it would take like probably 2 hours to like melt. But it would all melt, and then I would just let it go the rest of the day, the rest of the evening. And I do the same thing, and I did that for, I say this probably lasted 4 or 5 days that way, so I did get scent out of it, but really frustrating. It still smells a little bit. I mean, like I could probably put it back on the warmer, which I might do. Maybe I'll do, because I was just kind of so irritated at it at that point. It could probably go another day or two and still get scent out of it. So I might put it back, but yeah, Christmas cookie, black band, but not working. Okay, so as far as the smaller candles and the melts that I used to sort of mesh things together, I did have this, this is a holiday candle that was in a set to be sold at Kmart, but the scents are not particularly holiday. They could be any time to me. I don't know. This small one that I burnt was from that collection is Cedar and Fig. I just had this in a lamp. And no problem. Didn't quite use up all the wax, but it came very close. This was a pretty light scent. I think Cedar and Fig on cold, and I don't think it really contributed anything to the scent in the room at all, but it was a pretty light, it was cheap. I got them at a thrift store, so I didn't have tremendous expectations for it. I finished up a bunch of Maxwell's wax melts from Natural by Aromalight. These were $3.99 at Ross. These were off-white in color, silver sage and white mint. Quite nice, not super strong, probably like a 4. You could smell them if you were kind of around them in the area, but it's not something that if you were sitting out here in the living room, and my melter's actually in the foyer between, kind of in the kitchen area that's between the bathroom and the main room out here. It's a studio apartment, so it's one room, but it's probably 20 feet away from where I am, and it's a very breezy apartment, and I wouldn't really smell it in here, but I would smell it when I would walk past the area, and it would sort of help to sort of mesh whatever two scents were going on together out here and in the bathroom. And this one was okay, but not super strong. I also went through several because I have a rather sizable bag I picked up at a thrift store not too long ago of Yankee Candle melts, and they're all in pumpkin. Well, one was apple pumpkin, I think, and I think there's one something else, and then there's like 7 or 8 of these spiced pumpkin Yankee Candle melts. Now, Yankee Candle melts, a lot of times I don't necessarily have a lot of luck with, but I had a really strong one last month, was it? Midnight Storm or Storm Warning or something that was like incredibly strong. These were actually pretty strong. I melted like 4 of them at different times, and I could smell them out here in the main room, in the bathroom, and it was really nice. Because I would have like some apple scents going and some spice things going, and these were really nice to mix with that and really perfect for this time of year. And yeah, spiced pumpkin, I could actually smell it. And it's just that. I mean, what are you gonna say? It's pumpkin and pumpkin spices, cinnamon and nutmeg and little clove, whatever all you do in your pumpkin pies. Nice scent, nice little thing. So yeah, that's it. That's my empties in Candle World for the month of September. Oh wait, no it isn't. I had this one set off to the side. I'd forgotten I'd pulled it because it's not really supposed to be in the September empties. But the truth is, it's October, but it burnt so fast. I'm already done with it and I haven't even done my empties. So I'm like, I'm just going to put it in my empties video. So I just finished burning this, but it's a Bath & Body Works Haunted Nights. Love the packaging for this. Love it. And it's a white wax 3-wick. It says Scary Clary Sage, Moonlit Mahogany, Vanishing Verbena with natural essential oils. Yeah, I feel like I burnt this like 4 or 5 nights and it was just gone. It went like that. I started it at the same time as a Holiday Wish, and they're the same size candle. A Holiday Wish is still going strong, and this one is gone. Like, it went really fast. Not complaining. I mean, okay, here's the story. This thing was super, super strong. I mean, this was as strong as like a balsam, fresh balsam or twisted peppermint. I mean, this was like one of the really strong freaking candles. The thing was, I didn't like it, which is really unusual. I mean, the truth is, I'm not that picky of a person, and I can appreciate and just like a bunch of different scents. And I wasn't sure if this was going to be super strong when I bought it. Like, I don't know if it's going to be super strong, or I don't know. And it's kind of an odd scent when I bought it. I truthfully was so in love with the packaging. I thought, yeah, let's just get it. But I mean, sage, yeah, and there's definitely like mahogany. You know how they're combining mahogany with everything, right? Which I normally like, but I don't know. This sage and the mahogany, it's too much. Like, it was so strong. It was like a 9 or a 10. I mean, it was just, I could be burning it in the bathroom and I would smell it. Anytime there was the littlest bit of a breeze, I would smell it like 10 times stronger than what was burning in this room and what was melting in the foyer. I mean, it would just ease out, like, and you go, oh, geez, the sage, I want to say there's lavender in here too, but not like a sweet lavender, but like a really astringent, that really herbal astringent. This is a super herbally candle. Not sweet at all in any way, shape, or form. It's just extremely astringent sage herb scent, which would be nice if it wasn't quite as strong, but not even. I mean, I just feel you need to vanilla it up a little bit or put a little something in there. And the mahogany, which of course is also just a very intense cologne-y, biting scent. This was just like, I don't know. I mean, you could say it was sort of like an aftershave scent or a men's cologne scent, but it was more like 10 men wearing cologne, standing in an elevator with you, suffocating you. You know what I mean? Like, jeez, let me out. I can't. I don't know. I like really strong scents. I love candles that are really strong, but I think it's not the sage. I think it's not this. I do like sage and I do like teakwood, but like together, it's too much. Oh my gosh, this candle. No, honey, no. Ooh, we marked this one off. It's very strong, and if you like, I don't even know if you like sage. If you'll like it, I don't know, because it's so astringent and so strong. I mean, and headache producing. This is literally one of those candles that you burn for an hour or two, and you're like, okay, honey, seriously, stop. Like, enough. Yeah, so we're done with Haunted Nights, and it burnt really fast. Okay, that completes my candle empties. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you want to watch more, or subscribe if you want to watch more, and Don't forget to hit the notification bell, because it will tell you when I upload a new video. And I know that, you know, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, the second that notification bell goes off, it's like, oh my God, I have to stop and sit down right now and watch this video that Kaiwaza's put out. I gotta watch it. Not. But anyway, have a good day. We'll talk to you later. And let me know if you've had these candles or your experiences with any of them. I'm enjoying watching all your candle videos and other videos. And we will talk to you guys later. Have a good week.